Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, let's do our predictions for June. And this month, I'm going to mix it up again. So I'm going to use one card from the predictions deck, and then I'm going to use 4 cards from Alicia Wicker's crime deck or predictions deck, or, well, you know what I mean, conspiracy deck. All right, so the Alicia's deck is so huge because I have the additional on it. So I split it up into 4, and I just want to, I've already shuffled them and told them I want to do June, but I always like to shuffle on screen so you guys see. So I'm going to do that once more so you can see I'm not making any of this up. The cards come when the cards come. Okay. So June, I'm going to do 4 weeks because there's 4 weeks in June, and each week is going to have 5 cards. So we'll see what happens there. And, you know, I should write down what my predictions are because I kind of forget. I do so many readings, I kind of forget. And then it's actually people who watch the channel remind me that I got this right or that right or this wrong or that wrong. And I don't mind saying what I get wrong at all because I fully admit I'm not 100%. And you know, and I wish some people would give some credit to that. How many of you who make a mistake at work would be willing to show the world what mistakes that you've made at work, right? Did you send the email to the wrong person? Did you give the person the wrong order? Did you give them Coke instead of Diet Coke? Would you put that on the world stage? So don't complain. I know I give too much credit to some of those people, and I appreciate each and every one of you in all respects. Okay, so anyways, that's enough because I've already shuffled them quite a bit. I just wanted you guys to see I don't pre-lay out the cards and then read them and go, this is what you'll have to trust me. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Everybody to each their own. There's no tarot police. I just like, this is the way I like to do it because I like to be upfront. And you guys see it happening at the same time I do. So for June, 4 weeks in June, what are the main themes for each week in June? Main theme for each week in June. Okay, shall we begin? Okay, so join forces is our first week. Our second week, worldwide Earth, something's going to happen that affects the Earth. The third week, unexpected result. And the fourth week, assistance, help. Interesting. What's the underlying energy? Oh, explosive situation. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Which pile am I going to pick for week 1? Let's pick this pile. Okay, so let's get 4 cards. Can you see that? I didn't look to see if you can see that or not. Okay. Let's get 4 cards for join forces. Clarify join forces for me, please. Clarify join forces. So this is this Canada, US? Is this Canada, Europe? Is this, what is this? This the G7 is in that first week here in Canada. Trump is also talking again about Canada's 51st state. Is this something in Europe? Is this Britain? Is this the UK going back to the EU, undoing Brexit? Like I predicted, everybody laughed at me. It came true. So let's see. Join forces. Ooh, interesting cut. Crimes against humanity. Oh, is there going to be some kind of, let's really spread these out. Is there going to be some kind of joint forces of criminal organizations? Man-made disaster. Knife. Ooh, knife attack. Uh-oh. I would say that the over illegal immigration is a man-made disaster. Crimes against humanity, a knife attack, control. Okay, so the first week of June, I think there's going to be some kind of massive crime attack that they're gonna join forces to stop this from happening again. Yeah, unfortunately, I think we're gonna see some kind of big knife attack. And you know what is going to happen? This knife attack is actually going to control other people. So maybe there's a big lockdown. Perhaps there's they come and confiscate everyone's knives or some such thing. There's something here that because with this joint forces, I think we're going to see maybe two countries coming together and saying, okay, we got to get rid of this. Or we're going to see levels of government. Is this Ukraine, Russia? Right? Are they going to discover, is there going to be some kind of knife attack? And so joining forces is NATO coming in to help Ukraine beat Russia, or is this Russia? There's something here joining forces that it's just like enough is enough. And or maybe they realize these knife attacks are actually, controlling people, and they've kind of had enough, right? Because it controls you, it scares you to go to uh, travel places. It scares you to go out at night with your friends. It is a man-made disaster and is a crime against humanity. Not only the people who are living there, but the people who have been used to invade all these countries. They're being used. They're absolutely being used, and it is a crime against humanity on both sides of the fence by the people in control. Now, who's in control? I can't say because I like my channel on YouTube. But anyways, I think there's going to be, we're going to see people, I'm getting like a crime syndicate. So or like so like CIA and FBI and Mossad and MI6, they all come together to start to fight this. Or we get governments coming together. Maybe two countries come together and say, okay, enough is enough. Maybe Sweden, Germany is like, okay, we can't do this anymore. They're going to come together to get control of this. All right. So week 2, let's use this pile here. Worldwide Earth. Worldwide Earth. So to me, this is spelling some kind of natural disaster. Worldwide Earth, but let's see. Clarify this worldwide Earth. Oh, secret society. Worldwide, clarify this worldwide Earth, please. Ooh, cover up. Secret society, cover up. Clarify this worldwide Earth. Ooh. Well, a bunch fell out. So I guess I better use them. Inside, water supply, secret weapon, underwater. Oh, let's just move those over there. So let's see, let's put these out. Secret society cover up. Well, thank you, cards. Inside, water supply, secret weapon, underwater. Are they going to taint the water? Or is there, look at all the water. Look at even this secret weapon, looks like it's underwater. Underwater, water supply, cover up, secret society, cover up. Secret weapon is water. Yeah. Worldwide Earth. Something obviously with the oceans. Secret weapon, water supply underwater. Now, is this a man-made tsunami? Is this man-made pollution? Because it's a secret society cover-up. You know, I'm going to go here. Because I'm looking at these circles. Are we going to discover there's people living under the ocean? Like I said, there's no aliens per se. How can they be aliens if they're of the earth? Right? And we've done the extensive Antarctica that shows that people live under Antarctica. I'm wondering if there's going to be some kind of evidence of people living under the water, under the oceans. It's a secret society that lives under the oceans. I wonder if there's going, because this is worldwide Earth, this would be worldwide news. So I wonder if there's going to be some kind of sighting, and people will say, oh, it's a UFO, it's an alien or whatever, but it's actually people who live inside the Earth. There might be something. And we have, if you look at the astrology, Uranus is going to provide us with some surprises. I'm going to stick with that. That's a really far out prediction that we're going to find out, or some such thing about people living inside the earth, under the oceans. So they live under the oceans and they come up through the oceans because they live under Antarctica. Do. Unexpected results. Let's do week number 3. Clarify this, please. Clarify week number 3, unexpected result. Unexpected result. Unexpected result. Unexpected result. I wonder, I'm looking at this explosive situation, and I wonder if like there's going to be one knife attack that is the straw that breaks the camel's back. This situation here is like how, oh my God, somebody spotted us. It's an explosive situation. Or it could just even just be, maybe there's a big explosion under the sea. And they just call it a volcano when it's actually something that's really happening in Hollow Earth. Maybe under Mount Shasta, for example. Unexpected results. Unexpected results. I've been to Mount Shasta, and we'll be there in November again. I might arrange a meetup at Mount Shasta. There's a beautiful bed and breakfast there. We could all meet at, and it's right at the foot of Mount Shasta, and then go up for a nice hike and read cards and charge our crystals, and I don't know, thinking about it. Let me know if you're interested. Unexpected result. Clarify this, please. We're having a hard time with this. Maybe I need to change. That deck doesn't want to read that. That happens sometimes. Cards are like, I'm good. Meh. Yeah, this feels fresher, lighter. You can always tell too, if you're reading cards and they feel kind of sticky, they're like, change the deck. Clarify unexpected result, week 3, please. Clarify. River, more water. Chemtrails. Oh, so the chemtrails are going into the water. Missing piece, missing puzzle piece. Nuclear. Radioactive stuff. Oh my God. I think unexpected result. Look at that. And she's holding a skull. Oh, this card wanted to show its commercial airline. Boy, we've been getting that lately. But like I said, we're in the epoch of air. We're going to see a lot more airline problems. Commercial airline, explosive situation. So it's not saying what week that is, but watch out in June for an explosive situation around a commercial airline. Okay, so anyways, back to week 3. Thank you for interrupting. Unexpected result, river chemtrails, missing nuclear. I think they are going to find that there's a water issue. The chemtrails are dropping something radioactive into the water. Our water's radioactive, and guess what that would do? Increase cancer results. Right? People who are close to nuclear, or we're going, because we got an explosive situation here, maybe there's a nuclear incident close to a river. And maybe they'll blame it on the chemtrails. So no, the chemtrails dropped in that. Or they're going to say, oh, it's the nuclear plant put that radiation in the water, when actually it was the chemtrails. There's something here. So nuclear, chemtrails, water, and it's an unexpected result. I wonder if they take water samples and there's unexpected high amounts of radiation in that water. If you live near a nuclear power plant, you might want to go get a Geiger counter and check your water. And if you have a lot of chemtrails where you live, why don't you check your water? Unexpected result we've got here. So we might hear something about that in week 3. That's the missing piece of the puzzle, is this radiation that is, I think it's caused by both, by chemtrails and being close to a nuclear power plant in the water. So maybe we'll find out in some river, they're going to announce they found radiation in the water. Maybe that's the worldwide Earth thing, because there's chemtrails all over the world. But I still think that's somebody who's living inside the Earth. Let's just go there. So that's week 3. Boy, this is much more precise, right? Okay, so now let's do assistance help. So is this a peace treaty, right? No, yeah, look at, yeah. You gotta ask your cards if they want to be read. So is this assistant help in week 4? Now, by week 4, we are in Cancer season. Right now, we're in Gemini season. An interesting knife in tarot, swords are air, and we're in Gemini season. So I'm wondering if that is a leader that is a sword, and good luck. We've got Putin, Zelensky, Trump, Netanyahu, and there was another one. I can't think of them right now. All air signs. So maybe that's joined forces. Yeah, like that's the thing when you're reading cards. It's so, sometimes you need to sit and percolate with them. A lot of times I upload the video and go, oh, I forgot to say this, forgot to say that. Especially when I watch it to edit it, I'm like, oh, why didn't I say this or why didn't I say that? Sometimes I think I just rush through the reading rather than percolate with it. Assistance help, week 4, please. Now we're in Cancer season, week 4 of June. Week 4 of June. Okay. Sold soul. So assistance help. Are we going to find out human trafficking? I said it. Gaslighting. Ooh. Gaslighting. Dating. and watch. Wow. Okay. Assistance, help. Sold soul. Interesting, because I wanted to read that as old soul. Gaslighting, dating, watch. Okay, I think that this to me is a couple that I think they're gaslighting us that they're really happy. I don't know why Justin Bieber came to mind, his sold soul. Gaslighting, what's going on. Watch, dating. Well, he's not dating, he's actually married. Maybe we need to go back and watch when they were dating. But you can't say that she married him for his money. She has now more money than he does. She just sold her business for $1 billion. So are we going to have to watch and see what happens with that now? Do they call for some marriage counseling? This is a couple. This is definitely some kind of couple that perhaps maybe this is, what's their names? Bezos. He at first said no prenup, no prenup. All of a sudden, yeah, let's do a prenup. He has $220 billion. He already gave somebody half of his wealth. Why in the hell would he not have a prenup? I mean, but mind you, if you have 220 billion, you have to give 110 away. You still have 110 billion, right? Maybe that's my small-minded, not a billionaire kind of thinking. I'm wondering if we're going to find out or could it be that Belichick situation? There's something here. There's something here of a couple. I don't think it might not be Bieber. I think this is somebody who's still not married. And I think we are being gaslit that they are really happy. And we're going to find out that they need counseling or something like that. They're just dating and we're just watching them and we're being gaslit how happy they are. I'm thinking it could be Tom Cruise. He's dating someone quite younger. It could be the Bezos. Some people have bets they aren't going to get married. Who else is dating and it's really quite questionable? So it's somebody not married. And we should be watching them because we're being gaslit that they're so happy. I think Brad Pitt's dating somebody quite a bit younger. Anyways, we're going to see a celebrity kind of thing that we think they're a great couple. And I actually think this is Bezos. I actually do. Watch, we're being gaslit. Do you see the latest pictures of them together? He does not look like a happy camper. If you do any kind of body language reading or energy reading from photos, I think we're being gaslit about that couple. There's something there. So some kind of assistance and help, and we'll be watching what goes on there. Sold soul, that would kind of be, is she selling her? Or Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga. Look at that, almost even looks like Lady Gaga. It probably is. And she did that satanic ritual or whatever with the gaslighting, dating. Yeah, and she is dating somebody. Anyways, it's going to be some kind of, we're going to end the month with some kind of celebrity scandal, a dating couple who we are being gaslit. We should actually watch quite closely, and we'll know who they are when they reach out for relationship counseling or something like that. All right, so there's my June. I kind of like this. I think I'm going to stick with this. These actually play very nice together, and I think I'm going to stick with this system. So happy June. Looks like it's going to be a interesting one, if anything. YouTube's going to show you a video you possibly haven't seen. Why don't you click on that, and I'll see you over there. Thanks for watching. Take good care. Bye for now.